Hello and good day, beautiful soul. How are you? Would love to know how you're doing. So today we are back with Wisdom of the Angels. Live the life you're destined to live. And today's angel is Kerkutha. Let me pop that here in the comments so you can spell it. It's Kerkoutha. He's an angel prince, and so that makes him in the fourth highest. See, we have guardian angels, archangels, angel princes. Okay, so third. The third angelic hierarchy or realm in the heaven of form. Yeah. Okay, anyway. So back after a couple of weeks after the holidays, so it's getting back into the routine, and this is a bit late in the day. However, I'm committed to or recommitted to doing these videos and sharing with you the different ways and the different angels that can help you along your way. And today is all about grounding. I mean, who doesn't need to do that from time to time and maybe even every day? So what is grounding, and how does that help you be more spiritual? How does that help you be more open without being bombarded with so much energy? This is the beginning of 2008, which actually the second week of January in 2018, not 2008, heavenly days. And we're talking about supermoons and all kinds of energy. You know, it's not going to get any less intense. It's not going to slow down. And it's not just the part where we say, or we've heard our parents or grandparents say, is that the older you get, the faster time goes. Well, part of that is true. And yet, there's so much more to that. So many beautiful souls, just like you and me, are working on continuing to raise our vibe from the inside out so that we rise above a lot of the chaos, the energy overwhelm, and those kinds of things. Hey, Michelle, good to see you, beautiful. And, you know, about almost 2 years ago, I moved from a house that I had into a beautiful apartment, and I will admit, you know, it has taken me a long time to really get back into my daily routine of affirmations and journaling. And I would kind of do it here and there a little bit. And, you know, I don't know why it took me so long. It just did. So I made a commitment. And this is one of the ways that I ground every single day. And going to the gym is one of them because I get to cycle out energy. And you know, whether you go for 10 minutes or an hour or whatever it is for you, it's important to cycle out that energy. What does this have to do with grounding? Everything. Because as you exercise, whether it's walking around the block, walking around your home, going to a mall or a shopping center to do the walking like so many people do, or going to a gym, swimming, climbing, bicycling, whatever it is, you're moving energy. You're actually processing both positive and negative. This isn't a poo-poo on negative energy, because without the negative side, without the dark side, how do we know where we are in reference to the light and how high and clear and open we are, right? So, yes, if you have questions along the way, please pop them in the comments, and I'll be back round in case I don't catch them while we're here live. Okay? And yes, I'm being reminded to ask you to like, heart, and share this once we're done or during the broadcast here so that we can reach more people. You just never know who's going to really need to hear this. So here we go. So grounding. What does grounding do? It helps us walk or have a foot in both the spiritual realm and in the physical realm at the same time. And maybe you've heard me say this before, and maybe not. I thought maybe I'd forgotten to wear my crystals, but here they are. So I was like, okay, so it helps me. This is one way that I ground and channel energy. This isn't not all that I wear, but these are the bracelets that I wear at home because it helps me to filter out energy I don't need, helps me to connect with my spiritual self while I'm walking here on this earth. Maybe it sounds a little weird and woo-woo, but there it is. And when I go out, I have my arm is like full, okay, because there's a lot more energy out there. Here I'm in my home, so it's kind of like sacred space, not like nobody can come in. It's just filled with, like I can just walk in the door and everything kind of just rolls off of me. And it's peaceful. And people really notice when they come in, they say, oh my gosh, the energy in here. And then when we go into my office, if it's the first time we've connected here in El Paso, Texas, I go, oh wow, because that's where we do the majority of our work is in my office. And the energy, for me, it's the same because I just walk in and out all day long. Or I sit there for hours and just work on this, but it's a way to help ground. Yes, that's another way. So you can use music. Now, I prefer music that has no words because if I have words in the music or there's words in the music, then my conscious mind is trying very hard to keep up. And I'm not very good at that. I hardly know even part of the chorus of some of my favorite songs. I barely know titles. I have no idea who most of the artists are. I just know what I like when I hear it. And so I play music that has no words. It's instrumental. Different kinds of artists again. So like, what is one of them? Kataro, um, Merlin's Magic, Deuter, Deuter. Anyway, Reiki music, those kinds of things. Let's see, Kamal, Reiki whale song, I think it is, something like that. And another one, I can see the cover, so it's a Dolphin Dreams, that kind of thing. When you are grounding, there are different things you can do. We talked about music, we talked about exercise. Meditation, of course, is amazing. And a meditation technique that I teach my clients is real simple. And this isn't about you can't do it the other way. If you have a guided meditation that helps you, keep on using it or using different ones. For most people, when they close their eyes, the conscious mind is immediately goes talkie, 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 right? And it won't leave you alone. So if you choose a spot in your home or your bedroom that you can always meditate in, you can read there, you can journal there, whatever it is, you're building up this amazing energy vortex. So even on those days where the conscious mind simply will not be quiet, because some days it won't, you're still going to get the effect. Your body's going to go, and your spirit will do the same regardless of what the conscious mind is doing. So here's the simple technique. You light a candle, a white or a pink one. White is for protection and purity, okay? And the pink is unconditional love. Turn on some soft music, and you sit there and you look at the flame of the candle. So your eyes are open. It's not a hard stare, it's just a soft focus. And then you also focus on your breathing as deeply as you can, and then just let it out at your own pace. If you've had a challenge meditating, and in the beginning I thought sitting still and being quiet for 5 minutes was absolutely going to kill me. It hasn't. It was a struggle until I figured out, or the angels channeled this technique for me. And I've been sharing it ever since. You probably heard it, maybe you haven't. So there it is. So you just start with 5 minutes for the next 7 to 10 days. And then you increase that to 5 minutes and then to 10 till you get to 15 or 20. Do you have to do it at the same time of day? In my opinion, no. It helps if you have a target, like so right after the gym, I go right into my garden I have my breakfast. I'm blessed to have an inside garden, so no matter what it's doing outside, I can have breakfast in the garden. I can journal and I can work with my affirmation. And that really settles me for the day. What do I journal after the meditation, the affirmations? Either what's happened yesterday or, hey, Niria, I hope that I said that right. Thank you for joining us. Affirmations are to help me settle and to get aligned and to raise my vibe and to clear the conscious mind. And thank you, beautiful. And then I journal what happened yesterday, good and not so good, okay? I'm getting out the rest of it, clearing space, and what I want to do for the day, or just sharing my feelings. And sometimes, most of the time, but not all the time, the angels will channel right through me, whether I ask a question or not. I tend not to ask questions. That way, the information that just comes through, I have an easier time trusting. Yeah, sometimes I still wonder if what's coming through is mine or not, especially if the it is super important or it's very dear to my heart. So I no longer ask questions. And sometimes if I want guidance, I'll just say, what messages do you have for me? That way, the conscious mind isn't triggering something and then I go, well, yeah, okay, that kind of could be it. And maybe it really isn't from them. And, I don't need any help in being off guard sometimes. Who doesn't, right? We do have a conscious mind. We are in physical form. And so there are, I guess you could call it tricks. That's the word I've been given, tricks to help get around it. And another one is to just simply acknowledge it. So let me check my notes to make sure. So Kerkutha, Kerkoutha, and his name is in the comments for you, is Angel Prince of the South. The South is warm, it is inviting, it is, okay, the words I'm getting right now are growth and expansion. So, right, and resonates for, that's about the only word I'm getting at the moment, resonates with or is associated with, maybe not so much that word, because the sun can be associated with all of our chakras, our entire physical body, our energy bodies, and our aura. For right this moment, imagine that the sun is resonating or connecting with you, there we go, connecting with you through your solar plexus, which is your self-empowerment. It is the chakra where you were first connected in physical form with your birth mother or your surrogate mother, okay? So that is a very powerful entry point for energy. If you only have time, and be honest with yourself about this, if you only have time to clear one chakra, maybe two, here are the two most important ones. Interesting. We've never shared this particular piece of information before. So Kerkutha is definitely here with us. Solar plexus. The body is a magnet. And even if you were in your home and you were a hermit and you never went outside, you would still need to clear, cleanse, balance, and align your chakras because people think about you. We're not even going to go into the good or the bad or the positive and negative. People think about you. Energy floats because it does not recognize walls or windows, right? And windows could be open. So there's thoughts, emotions, free-floating energy. Never mind the planets and the stars and the who knows whatever else is doing, solar eclipses, supermoons, and all of that stuff, okay? And if you're an indigo empath, if you are sensitive to energy, you're going to feel different things to different degrees, and they're going to affect you. This is not a chance for a cop-out, it's just to be aware. So, where were we going? So clear and cleanse out your solar plexus. And one of the ways to do that is you can rub your hands together and place your left hand over your navel or wherever it is you feel your solar plexus chakra is. For me, it's my belly button, my navel, because that's where I was first connected to my birth mother, who is my mom, but my birth mother, my earth mother, in physical form. Now, some people place the solar plexus above there. That's fine. Wherever yours is, rub your hands together. Place your left hand, which is absorbing energy, accepting energy, over your solar plexus, and your right hand either out a window or down to the ground or up. Depends if you're on a floor. If you're on a ground floor, you may not want to point it up because you don't necessarily want the energy going into somebody else. So point it to the ground. And you can still have your eyes open while you're doing this in your meditation time. And then when you're finished, then you rub your hands together. Okay, that's kind of how I disperse or turn off, close my palm chakras, and then I would wash them in water with soap and I'll put lotion or something. But it doesn't seal them closed. It just seals the surface so that you're not picking up more energy that you just got rid of. So let's see, how did we do that? Let me just check my notes one more time. Okay, grounding helps us to connect or reconnect with our inner essence, our inner intuitive self, and of course with Mother Earth. It helps to invoke or melt negative energy when we ground. So it's like an exchange with Mother Earth. So you're giving her all the junk energy, and she's giving you all the really sweet, healing, positive energy. This isn't hurting her. This is part of the giving and receiving process. Because at some point, your energy is going to be amazing again. And you're going to be exchanging that energy, and you're helping Mother Earth to bring more life to her and allow her to do her mission, which is nurturing, healing, giving, and receiving. How cool is that? Okay, so here's your action step. And let's see, action step. Well, yes, it's an action step. I would love, absolutely love, if you would post in the comments one of your favorite ways to ground energy. It can be something that we've already mentioned or something that we haven't. And why not, right? Because as you're giving of yourself, perhaps someone else will read your comment and go, okay, I'm doing it right, or I can tweak this a little bit so I get a better result, so I get rid of more, so I can ground more, so I can open up more. Thank you for sharing this, for your comments, for popping by to say hello. I forgot to ask if anybody could hear me. But Nydia said I got her name right, so I'm going to say yes. And Michelle popped by with hello. So I'm going to take that as a yes, even though I forgot to ask if y'all can hear me. So stay tuned. We've got lots coming. Bye-bye for now, and thank you. Thank you for sharing the journey and sharing the path. It is an honor, a blessing, and a gift. Bye-bye for now, beautiful.